Hey guys, last fan of the night.
Last fan of the night.
So, for behind the scenes footage, go to patreon.com/dspiffy. There are over 300 videos there that are not available to the public. It's really kind of surprising just how much content is there. Like, if you haven't seen it for yourself, it's a little overwhelming. So,
Overwhelming.
one word, overwhelming. So, your metalness, what do we got here?
I do not know what to call this kind of hugger. It's a bizarre hugger I've never seen.
It's labeled Universal, which was a company that relabeled different fans, including SMCs.
It looks almost CEC like.
Interesting, because
I don't know.
So this is clearly, if you look at the blades and brackets, it's clearly made by the same factory that made Winco and made the very, very first Murray Feises. And according to the guy I talked to from Murray Feist, that factory would have been CEC.
Yeah,
but
it does look that way to me.
Well, I mean, the blades and brackets look very different than other CEC products that I'm used to.
Motor,
and so does the switch housing. So it's a mystery. I'd love to know for sure who made it. It's a fascinating little fan. This is definitely one of the weirdest hugger fans I've ever seen. Have you ever seen one of these before, your metalness?
No, not this.
I've seen them before in pictures, and I probably even had the opportunity to buy them before and just turned them down because I was like, what do I need that for? It's so weird and ugly. And a friend of mine recently had said how much that they wanted to see one, and so I was like, well, let me look for one. And I may keep it, maybe Rick or his metalness will want it, and then if they don't want it, then maybe my friend will want it. But if none of us decide to keep it, then this might end up on the for sale pile. So I'm just stating that in the video just in case. Anything you want to say about it, your metalness, before we get into testing it?
Well, not much more than that this is just such a different way of mounting it than any other hugger. I mean, you just got a sideband as a housing.
Yeah, and
it's
any
really
other spinner.
Just like a spinner, no motor housing.
Yeah. Encon did something like this for their Princess and those fans that they had that were the bottom mount spinners, but even then they had a more conventional canopy. So yeah, this is definitely one of the weirder fans I've ever seen. Okay, well let's give it a try. Let's see how it performs.
Okay.
Those blades have quite pronounced stencil end points.
They do. So here is low.
Ooh, it hums. Not surprising, honestly.
And what's it draw?
0.63. Bet you it's a low power factor, though.
Let's make sure I...
Yep.
That 0.
Yep.
0.63. Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't miss low.
57 watts, power factor of 3/4. Seems about normal for a low. It's kind of fast, but that's what you'd expect for one of these. Did you bring the tack and stuff in here, or is it still on the out in the bay? Okay.
Real quick.
Might as well grab the anemometer while you're out there and the calculator.
All three of these things.
Interesting.
First, you'll need this.
Thank you, kind sir.
And
that reading is clean.
Yep.
Right around 350.
Yep.
So that's about 88.
That does look about right.
For a smaller fan, yeah. Okay. Did it come with that tassel, or did you put it on there?
I put it on there.
Okay.
And we do power factor.
I did already, yes.
All right. So this is medium. It's good. This is kind of what my Peanuts hugger did.
A little bit lower current draw in medium, but higher power factor.
Isn't this one of those
coil taps? Yep.
Yeah, it looks that way. I suspected.
Another clean reading.
617.
Yep, 154.
That looks about right.
Okay, let's do high. Yep.
Oh, it flies.
This thing's flying.
Oh yeah, at least it flies, but
power factor of 1. 0.72 on high, by the way, for test rig purposes.
Oh yeah, I'm getting some air off it too.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good air mover for sure. You know what I think of?
Oh, that's gonna be over 200.
Over 200 for sure. Yeah. What is that? 836?
Yep.
209.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Every time I see huggers now, one of the things I think about is, can it be mounted to the wall?
Oh,
This
yeah.
could be mounted to the wall.
Yeah.
Not all huggers could mount sideways. Some of them have to hang a certain way on the mounting bracket.
Yeah.
This could be mounted to the wall. Because I had plans to do a hugger wall display in the museum. Never got to that.
Yeah.
Moment of truth.
Okay.
This is a 42-inch fan, right?
Yeah, it's 5. Oh, did I? Oh, I saw 551 in there. Oh, a 570.
So that's about 5,500 CFM, which is that's pretty good for a small fan.
It feels about that.
Do we want to measure it and make sure it's 42 and not like 44?
Absolutely. Let me get my, I forgot. Let me take the measure.
Okay.
Real quick.
Is it reversible?
Yes, it is. I'll turn it off and let it spin down.
Okay.
Just spin down, then I'll measure it.
Okay. Try to reach that pull chain. Oh no!
Well, we don't really need fan stick in here.
We always need fan stick. Fan stick is the solution to all, not some, all of our problems. Seems like a pretty quick spin down.
Oh yeah, usually a small fan tend to be that way.
Would you hang this somewhere?
I don't think I can really hang that in here.
You'd have to like use a box extender if you were talking about hanging it in here.
That's one thing. Or another, I could possibly put it right to the bottom of the joist.
You could.
It would still be high up enough.
Yeah. Why don't you measure it real quick before we forget?
Oh, yeah. But I just don't see... I certainly don't have a place at home because...
No, you got vaulted ceilings.
Oh, interesting.
48. I'm glad we measured. I thought it was 42.
So, take my
70 and multiply it by 12.57. So that's actually 7,200 CFM.
Okay.
So, one of the things that I talked about, I don't know if you saw the email that I sent. You can go ahead and turn it to low reverse.
Okay.
Is that it's also worth considering velocity, which is simply the reading we get out of the anemometer, which is how strong of a breeze is it blowing, because a smaller fan might blow a stronger breeze than a bigger fan because it's got to do more with less blade size.
Yeah.
Oh, quite a higher current draw.
Yeah, it's quite hummy too.
Yeah. Drawn quite a lot of current for a low speed, but that's one of the ways they did it. Yeah, it's louder in reverse too, which is interesting. That's a new one.
Okay.
Ooh, seems faster in reverse. You want to attack it and see?
Okay. Interesting, yeah. Hold on.
938, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, 235.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, well, this
Well,
is
I
quite an
wonder,
interesting
does it
fan.
use, wonder if it just uses a different coil.
Yep, it probably does. It probably flips the coils.
Yeah.
Because that's usually if you're using reverse polarity,
It's going to be the same.
it's going to be the same. Whereas if you flip the coils, it could be the same or it could be different. But normally when you have coil tap speeds, it doesn't. You can't reverse the coils. So I'd be very curious to look at the wiring for this. Okay, where do you think it's going to start?
This is I'm gonna say 2.
2? I think that's fair. I'm going to say 3.
Okay. 1. 2. No, not yet. What did you say?
3.
Okay. Oh.
Might be right.
Yep. That's gonna keep going.
Yeah, seems like it's a little stiff still.
Slightly, but it was definitely okay, that'll keep going. Let's see what's it drawing.
0.13, very low.
Here's 4. Okay, more of a... And 5.
5 seems like a good low for it.
Well, let's see, it might speed up.
That's true.
But, sure, otherwise. More of a reasonable low for this size.
Yeah, no, you don't like the real slow lows that I may like.
Well, that's because I'm looking for something to actually move some air.
Practicality.
Yeah. I think it's because of the fact that I have higher ceilings.
That's true, too.
Over 8 feet. Not like super high, but
no,
just...
they're like, what, 12 feet? 15?
No, not quite 15.
Okay.
15 would have been almost 2 stories. This is more like a... Probably about, say, from right inside your front door where the World's Fair is.
Yeah.
About up to that point.
I've never measured that.
But not as low as your World's Fair hangs down, but it's like...
Okay, well, let's keep going.
Here is 6. So I'm already thinking of 5, 8, and 13.
Might be pretty good for this.
What did it draw on high?
I don't remember now. 6, 8 maybe?
Okay.
It was 7 something for high reverse, but it was higher for high reverse. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm gonna need everybody to once again look for their protective gear, earplugs, whatever you have. Mute the sound on every possible device. The crunching is about to happen.
And 8.
Crunch, 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 crunch. It's a good medium low.
Oh yeah, typically is. Oh my gosh, and
no, not the sweetheart. Save those for 12.
9.
Okay, why are you still crunching? It's past 8.
The sweethearts are still in.
You gotta force them down when we get to 9.
And 10.
10's not a bad medium low either.
11.
Oh dear, he's reaching for the chips again. This could be the big one. Tell my wife I love her. He's putting his hand all the way in the Pringles can.
Hard to get him out of there.
Use the claw. Use Fan Stick Mini. You dropped several on the ground. Use those before the mice do.
The furry mice. And 12.
Crunch, 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 crunch. No, save him for 20.
If we get to 20.
Or hand me some.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But I, however, will chew quietly.
13.
Quite a ways to go.
So 5, 8, and 13, you get a 4 speed out of this one.
That's not even super fast for medium either.
Actually, it could be, well, that's a little more of a reasonable medium.
Yeah.
14. Okay, that's getting a little faster.
Yeah, I start to hear it wind up there.
And let's see, 15.
Still a ways away.
Well, we can do 5, 10, and 15
Yeah,
with this.
a lot of things we could do with this.
So 15 would give you a little more of a faster medium. 16. 17. 18. See my still a ways?
Yeah.
19.
Oh dear. If we survive this one, we've survived the night of crunching. This is the last one for us to make it through.
Except for acknowledging the sponsor.
There's no end. There's literally no end to the crunching.
And 20.
Crunch, 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 crunch. You guys aren't seeing this because it's not on camera. Literally, he houses the chips, then races to the sweet tarts. You hear that? Could have been Rick or Sheep.
It'd be Rick or Sheep, yep.
Yeah, it was drowned out by the crunching, though. Well, fireworks, maybe.
It can only be Rick or Sheep.
That's true. Okay, you're right.
This is 21.
I'm going with Rick. You're still a ways away.
Okay, well, and then I'm going to go up to 24.
Not over.
27.
Not over. Hit that.
30.
Yeah. Not at the high switch. Hit the.
Oh, that's. I see a difference. What did it draw?
It went up to 0.72, which I don't remember doing on high before, so.
34.
Keep going. Go all the way to 40.
Yep, maxed out.
I think we're still under. Hit the high switch.
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting. I thought it was lower than that before, but maybe not.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how loud do you think it's going to be in the solid state? Keep in mind, we're not talking about it's already a little hummy.
Yeah.
So we're not including that hum. Like how loud does the control make it is the question. So, we can ignore any existing hum.
I think this could be. This might be high end of living room quiet. Could just be noisy.
Which one you want to go with?
Noisy.
I'll go with living room. I don't think it's going to be too quiet. Oh, good God.
I knew something like this.
Yeah, it's all metal on metal on metal on metal.
Sure is.
It's as cool as it is, it's cheaply made.
And it's just as noisy as an 1895.
Not quite that bad, I don't think. I think Pete nailed this with high end of living room is what I would call that. What do you think you're betting this?
Yeah, I still think it's possibly just
into the noisy category.
Yeah.
It's definitely right on the borderline. Okay, last one we have is
0 to high.
0 to high.
Yep.
Okay, what are you thinking?
I think it's gonna be small inrush.
I'll say no inrush. Let's see. Oh. Might actually be big. Depends. If it drops lower than 72, then it's big. It looks like it's staying there. Who said small inrush?
I did.
Okay, Metal Pete wins. Okay, well, how metal is this?
It's definitely a unique hugger, but the thing is, I just don't have places for huggers is why. One of the things that I don't really think is much of huggers, but this, I mean, it reaches thrash metal, at least. Okay. It reaches that. It definitely, because...
It's weird and vintagey and powerful.
It is. I like how it performs. It's like...
Yeah.
Definitely not a bad performer.
Now, here's a real tough question. How Rick is this?
Well, again, like what you described this thing before, I really would have to hear from him, but this, again, might be maybe for like an apartment that he lives in. This is like with lower ceilings, this could be installed. And
I don't think that matters to him in terms of whether or not he has a place to install something. It's very datedly 70s, 80s looking, so he might love it. But it's also kind of ugly, so I don't know if he likes that or not. It's a shot in the dark. I'm going to go with high end of wood grain station.
Yeah, I was definitely going to say somewhere in that.
Okay. Well, let's thank our sponsors. So as always, we have our original legacy sponsor, Fan Stick. Did you bring a Fan Stick in here?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, if it was here, then we would know that Fan Stick is the solution to all of our problems. To find out more, go to buyfanstick.com, fanstick.biz, lightstick.biz, and for Florida Fan Stick, which is so long and hard it doesn't even fit in this enclosure.
No, it's 69%.
69% longer and harder. Go to buyfanstickxxx.com. Well, Pete, are you gonna crunch on something besides just chips and sweet tarts?
I wish.
You wish? What do you wish you could be crunching on?
Taco, burrito.
Taco or burrito or a Mexico. And then what would you wash it down with?
Oh, yes.
Like behind it, underneath the Jonas.
Ah, yes. Yeah. With a Sperry.
Sperry, the beverage of fan collectors. What do you think about Sperry, your medalist?
Sperry good.
Very good. Okay, if we were filming in the enclosure, our video would be lit by one of the most average manufacturing companies.
Actually, if we were filming out in the bay.
Bay, that's what I meant.
We're in the enclosure.
We're in the enclosure. That's how tired I am. So, we would be lit by the good manufacturing company because we don't need excellence.
Yes.
So, that's the good manufacturing company. We almost got to play Ricker Sheep earlier. And if you want to play Ricker Sheep, you too can play Ricker Sheep. All you have to do is go to rickorsheep.com. You got to hear a word from our sponsor, the 81220 LLC, where our slogan is crunch, 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 crunch. His hand is stuck in the Pringles can, which is much better than actual crunching. Okay. I think that's it, except for a word from Jonas. Jonas, what do you have to say?
Am I in the camera?
Yes, you're in the camera.
Like doorbells.
Doorbells.
Organs. They are marvelous and magnificent organs.
What else you got to say, Jonas?
Oh, and do you have any homestead catalogs?
Do you have any? Pardon me.
Do you have
any homestead catalogs? What do you think about House on the Rock, Jonas?
Oh, one word, incredible. One word, magnificent. One word, overwhelming. One word, marvelous.
Okay, I think we have everything covered. As always, for more cool... And? We got an and?
Yes,
what else we got? Okay.
My sponsors we're going to do for last.
Oh, dear. I feel like this is going to be more crunching.
No crunching this time. We have...
vacuuming.
The PowerMate. Wow, I hit the fan with it.
That's why it's wobbling now.
Yeah, nope. You can see the name in the camera, the PowerMate canister vacuum company. Where one motor is not enough, you need two.
Crunch.
That's the 81220 company. And then, of course, Reese's Pizza, to be sure to eat your pizza.
What else?
And My Kid's Obsession, where you can learn all about the wonders of being into fans and vacuums.
By the way, I finally figured out a way to put that footage online, so if you want to see Reese's segment of My Kid's Obsession, it's on Patreon. And I'll try to figure out a better way to share it. They won't let me share it on YouTube. I tried.
Yep. And then, of course, we gotta have Jonas organs and doorbells.
Hold on. You can't do it yet. You gotta be dressed appropriately.
And we have...
Go ahead and stand in the frame. Yep, there you go.
My organs and doorbells. Jonas organs and doorbells, where they are marvelous and magnificent.
Okay, is that everybody?
Now it is.
Okay, well, as always, thanks for watching, and bye, Fanstick. Thanks for watching.